Game, welcome to Game 3 between Atlantis and NeonEsports. NeonEsports took Game 1. Atlantis have come back in Game 2 with an uncounted Enigma pick with a Terrorblade that went completely ham. And now here we are in Game 3. Once again, NeonEsports ban out the Primal Beast and the Marcy. I think those are perfectly acceptable bans. Chen and Batrider taken out from Atlantis. I think these are perfectly acceptable bans if you don't shoot yourself in the foot with the initial 2 picks and show your 2 supports without banning Enigma, because that's what happened last game. Don't show your 2 supports and not ban Enigma. There are plenty of counters. If you leave yourself a little bit of space in the draft and don't back yourself into it. The Earthshaker once again. Followed by the Enigma themselves. Okay, NeonEsports, they say, whoa, Atlantis, you left the Enigma in the pool. We will grab it, but Rubik is immediately counterpicked. Now, this is the issue. This is the issue. First, phasing Enigma before the opposition has shown their supports is really, really dangerous. Because Atlantis, they can even double down. They can get the Rubik. They can maybe even grab... Avenge if they want on top, or a Warlock if they want to go all in on this team fight. Has multiple ways to cancel a black hole. The Rubik is good, but it can be countered through BKB and Lincolns. So I'm a little bit scared for Neon right now, because this Enigma, already 2 picks in, has a clear counter. Saying that though, Earthshaker plus Enigma is a pretty dirty team fight. Rubik steals on Fissure as well. Oh.
10 seconds remaining.
I mean, whoever's playing the Rubik, maybe Ponyo or maybe Ayad actually, is already going to be salivating at the possible stolen spells in this game. Second phase bans, Bloodseeker, Quap, and one more still to come from Atlantis. Bristle and TA taken out from NeonEsports. Undying will be taken in that second phase. And the Night Stalker. I've seen a lot of these second phase Night Stalker bans, and I'm yet to see a Night Stalker picked up. Obviously not high enough priority to be picked first phase, but certainly teams don't want it to come out in that second phase. It does offer a lot in the vision once darkness is popped, and can actually hit pretty hard and can provide a lot of control with the AoE silence. Enchantress is grabbed by Neon, so Chen banned out, but Enchantress was not. Somewhat of a different hero, but does function quite similarly in the early game. But with a Echo Slam and a Black Hole, the Enchantress with the Impetus Pure hits... Excuse me. Impetus with the Pure hits will deal a lot of damage if given the opportunity. Atlantis may just show their next support here and leave their 2 cores to pick, or they can just secure their POS 1 right away and not muck around. So Terrorblade picked up. Happy with the game from Mango Rose in Game 2. And he scaled quite well. Didn't have any issues in lane, although they didn't pressure him too much either. But he found his farm around the map in a pretty tight game and was able to keep scaling. And even when that Bristleback hit the timing in that game too, the Terrorblade had 2k net worth higher. Gay Psychotic Unicorn, welcome to the stream. Hope you have a wonderful, having a wonderful day, and hope you enjoy the stream today. Enjoy the cast. So we're assuming at the moment this Death Prophet is the off lane, but it was mid in Game 1 from Atlantis. Wonderboy did play the Death Prophet, and in Game 2. Maybe they just exclusively want the Death Prophet on the mid lane being played by Wonderboy. Yeah, since it has worked out pretty well. Even in the game they lost, the Wonderboy Death Prophet did a bunch of work. It's eating a lot of reserve time here, trying to think about this final pick for Atlantis. Not really sure where they're going with it. They don't want to probably show their mid yet. Be a support pick, be the Tusk. So Very similar draft to game 2 on Atlantis. Terrorblade, Tusk, Death Prophet, all the same. Rubik is the only difference so far. And the Faceless Void. Oh, this is just AoE, AoE, AoE. This is AoE cubed right now. You've got the Earthshaker with the Echoes. You've got Black Holes. You've got Chronospheres. I mean, yeah, you picked Rubik, but you know what? Rubik can't steal every spell. He's gonna try though. He wants to catch them all. He might try and even get towards an Aghanim Scepter reasonably quickly. So he has 2 spells to steal. Puck, banned out from Atlantis, looking for actually both. No, they're looking for their offlaner. Neon looking for a mid laner in this last pick. They're probably Puck and possibly, I know Lena hasn't really been seen in SEA as much, but Puck, Swap is still in the draft. Timbersaw taken out from Neon. I mean, they don't have a particularly big draft that would... I mean, I guess Enchantress doesn't really like playing against Timber, neither does the Earthshaker. Enigma loses his Eidolons pretty quickly against Timber, so it's not like a clear-cut great Timber game, but it certainly has a certain amount of value. So removed there. Ours is still in the draft. Although you might want to wait a save here. How do you help people inside the chrono? How do you help people who've been disabled here? I mean, Snowball save, so Blink Snowball save is probably going to be pretty important, saving people from the Echo, but then you've got an Enigma and Faceless Void to follow up as well. Big ultis here from Neon. Maybe Atlantis want to play around sort of a shorter cooldowns. They might need heroes that can go a little faster around the map, but they've already committed to the Exo and the meta, so they are working on long cooldowns as well. At the moment, the long cooldowns of NeonEsports trump the long cooldowns of Atlantis. They're really going to the tank here with that they're going last. 2 seconds left. It's the Venge. They commit to get a counter to the Enigma. I love it. It's double commitment. Don't let this Enigma have a game. So, is this the core Vengeful Spirit? And it's Lena last. I was just finished saying that it hasn't been that popular in SEA at the moment, but Avatar Mod will grab up the mid Lena and be immediately and take that to the mid lane. Lil Meow Meow 02, welcome into the stream. Hope you have a wonderful time here today. WS, it is the core Vengeful. And heading into this draft, I think Atlantis have been playing a little bit better. I think Atlantis are going to take this game. I do love that Atlantis doubled down on the Rubik and the Vengeful Spirit here, because maybe Rubik doesn't get the steal of the Black Hole because there are so many other spells that will do be impactful as well. Even LSA. You know, you've got Chronos, LSAs, Enigma's Black Hole, Earthshaker's Fissure. It is a dream Rubik game. So many spells. Pretty much anything he steals here is excellent. Even the Time Walk from Faceless Void is pretty solid on a Rubik. You know, it's almost like a cheap blink. Does allow him to get around the map a little bit faster and set up for other potential steals. So, Aghanim Scepter, Vengeful Spirit to make sure you get the strong illusion after the initial death. Will probably be the plan here for WS. Whereas the plan for Neon is just cast big spells. Cast big spells in succession and hope you have enough artillery. That's the plan. So both teams smoking up to begin with. Sure. Most observer wards. Longest kill streak. I think there's going to be not that many by 25 minutes, actually. Maybe just a couple of blink daggers. Okay, so team of Atlantis is heading in. They want to try and get a first blood. They're all here. Snowball, Tusk in the lead, but they're going to run into Fortune Soul and probably just grab himself a time walk. It is night time. Have they seen each other? I think they did. We'll drop down a wood. Maybe they just walk straight past. And at the moment, wood placement on the high ground and similarly on the deep high ground here. Neon will get that wood out. So both mid lane is going to have a little bit of vision around mid to help them get those runes. And watch for rotations coming in. As a Tusk can rotate pretty easily as well as the Earthshaker. So 2 4s that love to rotate mid lane to help their mids early on. Mango Rose, be careful. Stun comes out, the fissure. Doesn't want to commit the LSA. I think that would have been a first blood. And Chance coming out. He's still, there's the LSA now. Will ensure that the first blood does go over to Avatar Mod. Yeah, so excellent start for the mid lane of Neon. So it will be Avatar Mod on the Lina, playing up against Wonderboy on the Death Prophet in the mid lane. For the top lane, the core Vengeful Spirit, played by WS, be supported by Ahad on the Tusk. They'll be laning against Fortune Soul on the 1 Void. And C supporting on the Enchantress. In the bottom lane, Mango Rose once again playing the POS 1 Terrorblade. He's being supported by the 5 Ponyo Rubik. And they're laning against Playhard on the Earthshaker. And Enru playing the Enigma. So yeah, this game is going to be summed up by big spells. Big spells from Neon to try and get an advantage here in this game. And it's going to be a lot on the shoulders of Ponyo with his level 6 and consequently level 12 to get some of these steals and turn around some of the fights. Positioning from WS will be super important as well. Actually get the pull off there. Excellent. Excellent little pull. You love to see that on the first creep camp that spawns at 113 in. Fissure does block the pull there as well. Just take a little bit of damage, but not too much. So this creep will... The wave will start pushing in to Atlantis, which is what they want currently. Lina, 8-1, up against Death Prophets 5-0. Pretty even for the time being, but Avatar Mod will continue to extend the lead here in this middle lane. Lina is a really strong lane dominator and will start to bully the Death Prophet pretty easily. You can see already just pushed him away. And this lane is going to be quickly over in the favor of Avatar Mod. Wonderboy just cannot sustain against the Lina. And may even just die if he's not careful. Yeah, he's got a Fairy Fire, so he's probably baiting out one more. Oh, if there's 2, it's going to be tricky. Bottle does come through for the regen, and there is a Wooder, and he will grab it up top. The damage is just constant from Avatar Mod. Bottom lane, Mango Rose has got the point in meta and Conjure Image. Hasn't really seen an opportunity to use it yet. A little bit different to the support they had last game where he could try and get get a kill with the Tusk shards with that meta. But a little bit harder this game with the Rubik. Even the level 1 lift isn't particularly great. That lift becomes stronger and stronger as the game goes on, and he gets more levels in the Telekinesis and more levels in the Arcane Supremacy. Get a little bit of additional cast range. The 18-5 to 10-0, so almost doubling up the last hits on this mid lane. Hopefully he can start to hold his own a little bit on the Death Prophet if he wants to stay in this lane.
Got it.
Looks like it's going to be reasonably passive for the time being in this starting minutes of this game 3. Of course, everything's on the line, so the teams might just be a little bit more pensive. This is... Oh, Courier. And we'll make it out. This is the game 3 of an elimination series. Lower bracket. This is your life at TI. This is a huge moment for both these teams. You know, if you stay in this tournament, you live another day and you never know what can happen. But if you drop out now, your dream of TI this year is over. And you definitely won't be going to TI. You definitely won't be partaking in that prize pool. And you definitely won't be crowned TI champions. So you can forgive the teams a little bit here for just playing a little bit carefully as this game starts. Nerves are running high. And runes will be secured. Wonder Boy will refill his bottle. We'll have to head there, otherwise Lena might come over and bully him away from it. Just wants to make sure he gets the XP and get back for this range. Even if he gets denied, yeah, he will still get the deny XP from it. In the side lanes, Terrorblade doing quite well, 23 and 5, Venge 24, 21 and 4. And similarly, the cores of Neon. So it's really just the mid lane where there's a little bit of disparity in the gold coming out. Pulling those creeps back over to the lane. See, with the Warpine Raider, can actually do a lot of damage if you get good bounces. Close to level 6 now in Avatar mod. Won't really have the mana for full combo of Laguna Blade plus stun and Dragon Slave. And Wonder Boy has done reasonably well. Even though with the Lena providing heavy harass, probably bought a fair bit of regen actually in the top lane. Kill does go down. Yeah, with this Warpine Raider, does a lot of damage if you can get good bounces. 4 bounces, 100 per bounce. 100% slow. But maybe Lena might be getting that level 6 in the mid lane, potentially a Laguna kill, but this Enchantress, you can't sleep on it. And Venge will go down.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Boots and Magic Stick on Hayad. Fortune Soul working in towards the Mask of Madness. We'll just time walk off that damage, but trapped in. We'll take a few more right clicks from the Tusk. Not too much at the moment. Over in the jungle, Ponyo and Playhard are juking it out. Does have a Fade Bolt if he wants to reduce some damage. Top lane again. But I saw the Warpine Raider coming over. This time, it's the Mud Golem with the stuns. There you go. When they die, the split will get 2 stuns as well. Avatar mod, though, is running bottom. There is a fissure. You've been shown it's nighttime. Just ping it out. The ward would have caught them running up, so they do know that Lena is down in the bottom jungle at the moment. Playing a little bit safer. Mango Rose and Ponyo, and they'll see him running back under that vision and know that they are perfectly safe in this bottom lane. So 2 kills. 6.5 minutes in. Wonder Boy did get a little bit of extra space on the lane. There is almost caught up in XP actually. Top lane. Stun coming out onto WS. Mud Golems are on it. Fortune Soul pop down the time dilation, and the Venge, he can't really run away. Has some sticks. A couple more right clicks will get the job done to jump in, and they will secure it. Fortune Soul making a couple of tower hits, and all around the map, Atlantis struggling. As Rubik goes down this bottom lane as well. And yes, it's just a simple Malefice plus Fissure combo. So kills on both side lanes for Neon, and Atlantis yet to get onto the board. 0 kills. You know, doesn't really matter that much, but it's more of a mental win just to get that first kill on the board. Feel like you're actually doing something on the map. You have heroes that can fight. You're confident in your draft. You know, that's really where Atlantis are at the moment. They just get a little bit of a rotation maybe from the Death Prophet, take a tower. They'll feel pretty good about themselves. But until that happens, Neon controlling the lanes. Level 6 on Enru has the Black Hole. Level 2 in Malefice even. And no points in the Midnight Pulse. Stun. They come out again, but just do a little bit of D-Ward. DD spawns in the bottom lane. It's pinged out. But Avatar mod's going to be there even without the vision. Actually, maybe catches... Yeah, it does catch it with this ward up on the ramp as well. So he knew exactly where it was. Falcon Blade ready on Lena. Wonder Boy working towards just the treads. Wants to have that extra stats available.
Bottom tower is under attack.
And this bottom lane could just be soon abandoned. Ponyo is just hanging out here, trying to get a little bit of extra extra XP on this bottom lane. Wants to get to level 6. He's only level 3 at the moment. Close to mana boots. But he is sort of asking to be dove here at the moment. Has a level in lift. Lena's in the area with Laguna and DD available. He's not getting out. They planned the ward down. The only way he escapes is an LSA. It's going to catch him from the tree line with the fissure and the Laguna. And Avatar Mod will take the kill. Top lane by kicking off. Wonder Boy's here. Has popped the Exorcism. They're trying to get the kill over onto Fortune Soul. He's got another jump. Sees off into the trees. And, I mean, hopefully you get the tower here. It's Vodka. Take care. Have an awesome cast. Vodka, have a wonderful day at work. And hope it's pretty enjoyable for you. Have a great day, dude. So with Exo being popped, it's about to expire. They didn't get a kill and they didn't get a tower. Now that's gonna further the moments of despair in this early game for Atlantis. Not getting anything out of that first Exo. You really wanted to make something happen there, and they couldn't even get the one kill. Really disappointing. Enigma straight in for the Etherlens. He's going big items this game. Etherlens into Blink. You can get a BKB and a Lincoln's. Might be enough to at least stop some of the spells, but they have two ways to pop the Lincolns through the BKB as well. Wonder Boy with the Spirit Siphon actually dodging the Laguna on Ahad, I think. Pretty sure it was dodged, but I don't think it's going to make any difference. LSA comes out with the right clicks, and Avatar Mod will get another kill on a killing spree now. There's a ward on this bottom lane. Just scouting out Ponyo. Don't know if he wants to commit a solo. I think he could get the kill if he had the Eidolons and gets the Maleficus down, commits the black hole. I think he gets the solo kill there. And Rue, if he wants to go for it, that is. He has full vision, so we'll have to wait and see. No Exo, 430, has a regen rune for Death Prophet. Avatar Mod working towards the BKB, then Boots of Travel. Just has the brown boots for now. WS going for the early stats. Power Treads into the Wraith Bands, and then wants to get that Aghanim Scepter online as soon as possible. As a core, he's sitting right down the bottom, and it's looking pretty good for Neon. 3k net worth lead at the moment. Trying to put some damage over onto Fortune Soul. Throw out the jump, but he'll get away. And bottom lane, Rubik does go down. Now, was that the black hole used? No, still actually up and available. So, not even the Echo. So that was just a fissure plus one. Got the job done. Swap in. Silence. Exo, they want to get this Faceless Void. They do get it roll. Over onto C. He's not yet got Untouchable. Punch comes out. There are shards to block him in. And I think that will get enough damage through. So all of a sudden, Atlantis, with the second Exo, they get a couple of kills and they'll get straight onto the tower and we'll get the job done. In the mid lane, Mango Rose is staying at the top of his team's net worth. Pretty, actually ahead of the Void. So even though he's under pressure this game, he's still farming up, doing his job, making sure he can scale. So TP in with the snowball, but just over to the creeps. Want to defend this tower maybe for one more time. Almost level 6 on Rubik. Make a pretty big cut. They're actually Maleficus coming out. There will be a fissure stun to follow up. And lifted back down. The Eidolons won't quite be enough. Back in the mid lane. Avatar mode coming through. There's a Chrono. Catches on too. And with the right clicks in the LSA coming out from Avatar mode. Black hole on top to follow up to catch the Tusk as well. 2 ultimates committed to get that kill, those kills. I mean, they're just a spell, right? Use them. They're on cooldown now. Go back to farming. And the 4 and 2 of Atlantis will fall. Onto the bottom lane as well. And Rubik looks like will not be living too long for this world. Will get as much damage as he can. Swap in. And the Trader and kill comes from WS. So enough done from Rubik to at least allow his offlaner to get a little bit of value there. Maxed out Wave of Terror, 3 levels in Magic Missile. Wants to have quite a lot of burst. Doesn't really need the Vengeance Aura just yet until physical damage starts amping up. Particularly starts joining with the Terror Blade. You want that Vengeance Aura online. But for now, max burst and close. He's almost halfway to the Aghanim Scepter. Neon having some headset problems. Hopefully it wasn't wasn't Enru breaking the headset on the ground after he got killed for committing on the Rubik there. I seriously doubt it. I'm joking, of course. We're not watching Puppy play at the moment. So in the top lane, Mango Rose will continue to farm. Going for the SNY. Dragonlance into SNY, so wants to be quite survivable, lots of stats. Wants to be able to try and live through whatever big spells are thrown his way. Probably primarily a Chrono, so he can get the Sunder off afterwards. Now, unlike last game where they had the Omni Knight, there is no hard dispel. There is the Blink Snowball. Once Aryad gets it, he's working towards it. Blink Snowball is their really only save. Smoke comes out and moving to the top lane. Exo is available in 14. Level 6 on Ponyo as well, so this could be a pretty big moment. A big spell is used in this top lane. Steals are coming. 170 on Black Holster, but level 4 Malefice is a pretty good spell to yoink as well. Wood is placed down behind. They're going to see Enru. They know he's here. How do they get in? It's just going to be a walk-in with the lift. The cast range isn't quite there yet. Smoke will expire. Around the mid lane, though, Neon, they smoked up themselves, and they actually might come and collapse. This could be very bad for Atlantis. Avatar Mods leading the way. Wonder Boy sees him. LSA will stop, and LSA stolen. Level 1. Shards will block the ramp of death. Play hard. Stun comes out onto the Rubik. LSA will stun over, but looks like he is getting sort of found. But all the while, they kill the Enigma, and it's just making space. Ponyo, he's still alive. The Echo plus Laguna will eventually bring him down, but Avatar Mode with into BKB just dies to the right clicks. I mean, Ponyo made so much space there. He just kept playing around with them whilst they kill the Enigma on the back line, and Avatar Mode feels like he can run in pretty safely with the BKB, just can't get it done. Echo was committed as well. I mean, they got the Rubik. There's a Chrono. Stun comes out, and that's a dead Enchantress. Fissure on 2. Buyback from the Enchantress. They want to fight this. Lina respawning in 7. I think they're going to leave it. Lift coming out. They've caught the Earthshaker, and oh no. Oh my dearie dear. It's a stolen fissure, instant cast on the Rubik. You'll want to hang on to that one for a long, long time. Chrono used in the mid lane. They found DP. Stolen fissure is up in 2. It won't be there fast enough, so DP goes down. Didn't have Exo anyway, but Chrono is committed. Are they just going to go into the pit? Black hole into with a blink dagger. And they go, trying to catch over on Ponyo, slowing him down with the fissure. Lifting back, LSA catches him with the Laguna, and they're pretty safe now to cast this black hole. Where's Venge? Swaps can come out. They just decide to give it up. They're TPing out. Try and get a bit off the map. Aryad might try and steal. He's going to be found out by C. Jumping away. Their levels in the impetus yet. Not even the 1 value point. So Enchantress not really offering any damage in this Chrono at the moment. Aegis going to Avatar Mode. We did naturally respawn for that fight. No need to use the buyback. But with the DP going down, they decided, and the Rubik, there was no way they could contest that. And just go and farm. About 1,300 gold away from the Aghanims on WS. And that will make him very, very strong. Getting the strong illusion. Cast all the spells again. And respawn back to it. And that means if you even kill this Venge, they've got still the swap available to cancel the black hole. Now, I just wonder, is he going BKB, then Lincoln? So BKB into Lincoln's, he wants to be able to get off a black hole and not be cancelled. Not going for auras. Steel comes out. It is the level 4 Dragon Slave. Pretty good damage, actually, stun. But Laguna onto Ponyo with the right clicks. He will go down. There's a black hole onto 2, and Venge is in there. The Rubik's already dead. LSA follow-up with the Midnight Pulse on the ground. The Eidolons will do the damage, and that's how you take a fight. Earthshaker did die in the middle of that as well, but it's the go call. It's, you know, bravo, we have a go. When you see the Rubik dead and the Venge caught in the black hole, there's no way to cancel it. And you can just go, let it rip.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under
Mango
attack.
Rose is actually almost top net worth. He's still keeping up. Knows how to play this Terrorblade, knows how to move around the map, and they're just waiting their timing with this Terrorblade. Probably wants to have, I reckon, at least the Skadi before he goes in. Would love to have the Skadi BKB, but I think at the very least it'll probably be the Skadi. 4-man smoke. They're looking for a play. They have all their ultimates online. There is no black hole. They know it. It's down for 136. Chrono is available. No BKB yet on the Void. Moving north.
Radiant are
With Ayed in the lead. Has the Blink Dagger with the punch. Doesn't actually make it up the cliff face. Gonna find him out. WS. Smoke does break. Woods are on the high ground, so they'll see the whole rotation here from Atlantis and will safely back away. But do they wish to smoke themselves? It's a risky call. Play hard, nowhere near the Blink Dagger yet. And with limited damage coming into the Chrono, unless you have Lina there hitting, it's, I think just the choice to keep farming is probably better for Neon at the moment. BKB ready, and that might be enough. They got BKB on Enigma, no black hole. Lincoln's queued up next. No Blink Dagger either. I mean, they're really relying on the Chrono here to get the work done. But the target, Mango Rose, is up here in this top lane. He needs to be careful. Ayad, he's body blocking. He's gonna break the smoke. Moves forward, just protecting his Terrorblade. And if they find me, you got to get out. But no, Terrorblade keep being body blocked by your support. Ayad's gonna see him. Blinks forward, but they go over onto the Terrorblade. Chrono is dropped, and they try and get the damage through. Midnight Pulse on the deck. Avatar Mods here with the follow-up. Sunder comes out. LSA is available, and although he lives a little bit longer, Mango Rose will still go down. On the back line, I believe Tusk TP'd out. Yeah, he did make it away. With the focus coming over on the Terrorblade, he just didn't quite body block the smoke enough, and they knew where the Terrorblade went. There's pesky little footsteps that the Terrorblade leaves on the ground. They look pretty cool, but, you know, can lead the trail of breadcrumbs straight to you. Onyo. Going for a Blink Dagger. Knows the importance of him hanging back and being able to get the steal, but there will be a Lincoln Sphere ready probably pretty much when that Blink Dagger is available on Enigma. He's farming up. Already got 1,200 gold.
Top tower is under attack.
Top tier 1 under threat. The Zoo's here. Boots of travel coming in from the Lina. Lift. Just hold it for a little bit longer, but I don't think there's any real attempt to defend this now. They just want to keep giving as much value on the map as possible. Keep playing Terrorblade farm. He did die there, so slowed up for the time being. Did get overtaken by the Enigma and the Lina, but he's left alone again. He will catch up. Tier 2 maybe they want to have a go. Underboy's here. Level 2 Exo with a haste rune. Yule's Scepter ready as well. Aghanim Scepter on WS, so they have a decent timing. But they're fighting into an Aegis. Aegis BKB Black Hole. And the BKB Black Hole is really nothing at the moment. Because BKB Black Hole doesn't do anything to the Venge or the Rubik. Both can still cancel it. Or presumably get the steal and then cancel it, but really, for Atlantis, they just want this game to drag on a little bit longer. You know, the longer this game goes, the more farm this Rubik's going to get. You know, if you have a Rubik late game as a POS 5 that has a Blink, maybe a Netherlands, has the Aghanim Scepter as well, you know, that's just going to become easier and easier for him to get that Black Hole steal off. And, you know, same with WS. Yeah, this is strong timing right now, but keep getting more items on him. The Shard, very value as well. Might just provide a casual stun. Cancel that Enigma Black Hole before it even comes out. 4-man smoke, but it's a counter 4-man smoke. They have to make it to the high ground first. Ultimates are ready. Black Hole and Chrono are all up. Everyone has their ultimates. Coming forward. Ayad, he's in the front line with the Blink Dagger. They're showing Mango Rose. Will the save come out? LSA from the side. Laguna following through. There is a swap possibly out, but there's the lift immediately with the silence, and down goes Faceless Void. He didn't get a chance to get the BKB off on the back line. They've caught the Tusk, but the Exorcism goes down. Glyph comes out on the tier 2 tower. They want to try and find some more. Remember, there is the Aghanim Scepter on this Venge, so he's happy to go in. And it's a Tusk for a Void. Meta is committed with the Exo. You get the tier 2. That's a favorable trade for Atlantis. And all the while, Enigma aren't really show because Rubik was still around. Did get the level 4 Time Walk. That's a nice little spell as well. Spell Steal. It's ready and waiting to get that black hole. He's coming out there. Just want to immediately fight. Now the X system down. No Exo. No meta. He could just look to go straight away again. Yeah, they've still got all their spells. BKB, Chrono. It's all ready. Here comes the secondary smoke. And will they read it? Jumps forward. Goes back. Ponyo. Steals the Dragon Slave with the Blink Dagger now. Who are they pinging out? Oh, it's Mango Rose. Oh, they see him under a ward. He's going to die. He's got BKB. But he's in trouble. Forward it comes. He won't use the BKB. I think he realizes he's going to die either way here. The team support isn't coming, and he will get Chain Stun down. So Chrono used to good effect, killing Pos 1 of Atlantis. WS just chilling up. Actually, they see him. Actually, he's trying to TP out the LSA. It won't be quite in time. How'd they have the vision? I guess it's just daytime. They saw him just wander up there. Just had the vision from the tower. You gotta be careful when it's daytime or nighttime there. WS just wandering up. But I guess it was perfect because he baited the TP home and he's away. Ponyo, I'd love to see him queue up this Aghanim Scepter. Needs to be able to have the 2 spells in this game. And the 2 spells he could have, my goodness, he's got to pick. Aghanim Scepter, I believe, reduces the cooldown as well. Check that. Yeah. Increases cast range, upgrade spells to their Scepter version. No. It's just the level 18 reduces the cooldown to 4 seconds. You have 4 seconds to cycle through spells. But it is a 5 Rubik. So very hard as a 5 Rubik to have so much. Stun comes out. They just wait here underneath the vision. It's immediately pinged out. They get the mid tier 1. But the Enchantress is not long for this world. Aeon Disc queued up next on Wonder Boy. Ayad going for the kick once again. Blink Dagger being worked on by WS. Everything to try and counter this black hole or save their Mango Rose. A Rose between the thorns in his team. He's going to have to carry him with this Terrorblade. The rest of his team is falling behind in net worth. Particularly this Venge is realizing as this game goes on, more and more utility, less and less core. And I think they're giving farm priority to Ponyo, actually. In fact, they might even give more farm priority to Ponyo than the 3 or the 4 at this point in the game. They need him to have, Etherlands worked up. Oh, they see him under a ward. Oh, this isn't good. Actually, they know he knows the ward's there. He's going to try and kill the wave, blink out, and TP. Will it be in time? There's no Spirit in the game. No one can catch him. So that was sneaky. Gets the ward, gets the creep wave, and bails out. Ponyo just pushing his hero to the limit. You can see he's really prioritizing the farm. He's can disassemble the Arcane Boots. Does have the other lens right now if he disassembles the Arcane Boots for it, which I think he's quite happy to do. Has quite a meta pool, bit of meta regen. Still has a couple of infused raindrops, but meta regen as well, so should be fine to keep topped up. Enigma getting closer and closer to this Lincoln Sphere. Now, of course, it won't completely save the black hole, but it will go a long way because you really then need both the spell steal and the swap committed to try and get some sort of turnaround on this black hole. Avatar mod moving into, it looks like a Lincoln Sphere as well. So Lincolns, the more you have, the more powerful they are. They will scout out Roche, and into the Roche pit they go with the Alpha Wolf. Give that extra damage, see it amped up. Providing an additional 30 damage from the pack leader's aura. It's a lot. And I don't think we can get there in time. Atlantis, it's a big team fight to go into. smoking up. Black Hole's ready along with the Chrono. In with the Blinks. Done. They'll find Blayhard. And the Earthshaker's dead. Do they want to continue the fight? Aegis is over onto Faceless Void. I think they're looking for it. Swap comes in. They find the Lina. There's no... Actually, Chrono on the back line. They catch 2. Can they get the damage through? Fortune Soul with the LSA follow-up. They get the 2. Black commit buybacks. Rubik comes back in. And Ru holding onto the Black Hole at the moment. Mango Rose is in the middle with the meta being stunned up. There's the Black Hole. It comes out. Is there any change? There's no Rubik. He needs to get... There's an Echo committed on top. They need the turnaround. Where's the Sunder? It's not there. They can't get enough. Rubik has arrived back in the fight too slowly and will die. It's a dieback. And WS just trying to fight up. And it's a disaster for Atlantis around the Roche pit. They try and take the fight after the Aegis is claimed. They get the pick off on the Earthshaker, but he immediately buys back in, and it's only the Tusk who's able to get out of that. I mean, the Chrono on 2 with the follow-up LSA, it's just a little bit too much. If this Death Prophet dies, with no Exo down, no Spirit Siphons, the fight's just over. A on disc. Still being worked on. He needs it to survive these Chronos. That's the plan. Hopefully there's no nullifier for him by the time it comes out. And with the Avatar mod, with the Aegis, he will just try and right-click into the tower. He's the one that's going up, doing the damage. Atlantis 12k gold behind now. They're starting to struggle. Mango Rose is not the big bad machine he was in game 2. He switched out of the Iascardi and decided to go straight into the damage. Wants the crit stick into the Daedalus, so really valuing damage this game over a little bit of lock-on ability. Wonder Boy charging forward. And part of me thinks he might just need a BKB to try and survive in that Chrono as well. Get that BKB off, just avoid any magic damage coming through. Magic damage follow-up. You have to be fast on the fingers, but if you were, maybe it would be enough to get the turnaround. That was a fight when they caught Playhard off the bat. Of course, he did TP straight back in with a buyback, but it did look decent for Atlantis, that fight. Blink in from Venge, stun follow-up. He does a lot of damage. Level 3 in Vengeance now. He's gone for all the abilities on the magic missile. So minus 2 second magic missile cooldown, 125 magic missile cast range. And at 25, if he can get there, it pierces spell immunity. So another way to get through this BKB black hole. We'll actually have those 2 spells online today, but that's another 10 levels away. And right now, Neon, they're charging down. They have a Chrono, level 3, Aegis.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Another 2 minutes. Links back. Up onto the high ground goes Fortune Soul, popping the Lincolns with the spell steal. Back up in 8 seconds, but they're popping Lincolns on Lincolns here. And Rue has Black Hole in 3 seconds with the Lincolns and the BKB. Very, very hard to get the steal now for the Rubik. Only being level 2 ulti. It's a 12-second cooldown. He really needs level 3, but he's so far away from it. Another 6 levels to get that 18, and you pick the counters to the Black Hole, but with the overwhelming team fight that Neon have brought to this game, how else do you fight through it? There's too many things to worry about. Chrono, the Echo Slam, the Laguna with the LSA following up on any of the other spells. And now you've got the Impetus coming through from C, so additional damage there. They ping it out. Ayad is running back in the trees. 4-star forward. Stun comes out. The Enchant, Malefice. And with the Void committing, he actually swaps him out. Stun to follow. Interesting interaction there. When the Lincolns blocks the stun, the magic missile, the secondary does not launch from the shard. So if that first one is blocked, it doesn't actually continue. Does need to impact for that bounce to occur, because in that situation there, you'd think that the bounce would come out even though the initial cast was blocked, but it did not. Refresher queued up on Enru as well. He understands this game. Big spells. Earthshaker going for an Ether Lens. They're close to getting as well. Only about 40 gold away. Fortune Soul, Scardy. Aegis is expiring. But the items, they are slowing down for the side of Atlantis. This will probably be the last item Tusk gets for a long time. He's got the kickback, so potential save, plus also can get the opponent out of position. Not going to say they can't win the team fights at this point, Atlantis. They can still do it. If Wonder Boy can maybe get level 18 and get this Aeon Disc, he's got it locked. They're waiting for that Chrono to come out. We'll get the hard dispel and the damage negation. And the TB needs to keep getting via Daedalus online. Wants to get the Swift Blink, Satanic. Needs all these items, really. Needs to be at the top of the net worth, but he's not quite there. And Little Crick, Baby Crit. Silver Edge on Avatar mod this game. And more stuff on the Enchantress to protect her cause. This game, it could finish in a flurry here without buybacks. If we just check buyback status, we can see not many players have them. It's just the Enigma and the Enchantress for the time being. So this can come out very quickly. That's a stolen illusion. The enchanted illusion makes a pretty big difference. LSA comes out, and she is swapped to save, but man, she's in trouble. See, going in. Spirit Siphon does heal up a little bit. And it's fairly disjointed the start of this fight, and everyone on the side of Atlantis is just trying to make their way out if they can. Just the retreat with the swap. Wonder if they'll go for the 200 magic missile damage or the swap cooldown. I mean, it's pretty good getting that damage. But all spells are now ready once again on Neon. Black Holes, Chronospheres, Echo Slams. Everything is in the wheelhouse, ready to be used. And all the while, it's actually Atlantis that go for the smoke. I mean, they sort of have to. They are getting in a desperate situation. 12k gold down now. Wonder Boy's leading the way with that level 18 plus the Aeon Disc. So just baiting. Kick in. Can they get the Enchantress before the fight starts off? Silence comes through with the Spirit Siphon. Roll as well. They will get the kill. But Tusk, put out by Fortune Soul. There will be a couple of bashes in the moment. Swapped out. Plus the blink. Buyback from the Enchantress. No swap for 38 seconds. They got to be careful on this now. They know it's down. Avatar mod catches the LSA. And there's the Chrono over onto Terrorblade. Won't be enough damage. Stolen Chrono actually on the back line. Just zoning. BKBs are out. There's the Black Hole. Caught onto 2. There's no counter. And the 2 heroes will go down. The TB as well. The Illusion from Venge. Trying to do a little bit of work, but won't be able to do too much. It's just him and Tusk left over. I mean, there was a stolen Chronosphere in the middle of that fight, just on the back line to try and give a little bit of space. But they used the swap. They used the spell steal, and with both of those abilities on cooldown, the BKB Lincoln's Black Hole is too much to handle. It's too hot to handle. They have to save those spells. If they don't, then they have no counter to this. Echo is actually still online. Gem on play hard. These spells are too important. You have to use them in conjunction. You know, saving the Tusk on the mid lane, that's all good. You know, you save the Tusk here, but because you make the decision to save the Tusk and not just let them die, then the team fight occurs, and they know that Venge swap is down. They know that they cannot stop the Chrono because Rubik is not level 18, so they can't stop the Black Hole because Rubik's not 18. He doesn't have the lower cooldown. He can't get the steal and try and turn it around. He's level 14 actually. Netherlands, but it's not enough. They have to use them in combination. Level 3 swap now. It's 30-second cooldown, but it's still too long. I guess it wants to get the 15-second nether swap cooldown instead of the magic missile damage. Although it's tempting to take the 200 damage. It does make it 560 damage that bounces. Pretty impactful. Wonder Boy close to 20 as well. 400 health will probably be the pickup. Wants to be able to survive. AC now completed. And in the fallout, of course, you know, Roche was taken. Not really much of a matter there, but stun lock forever. The illusion's here as well. Yeah. Won't be able to make it out WS. We'll just do a little bit of a swap. But that's it. Out for 61. So, Aegis on Void. She's on the Enigma. And... looking, yeah, it's the Aghanim's Blessing on the Void as well. So he's got the jump in bash, and it's really starting to look very, very poor for Atlantis. 23k net worth lead for the side of Neon. They forced it to a game 3, but they're going to need something pretty special now. With Venge down, they can't actually do anything here. They just have to just watch it go. Terrorblade is still trying to farm. Has the BKB, has the Blink Dagger. Can maybe do something, but it's still pretty hard. Silence comes out. He's just quite happy to sit there and just take the damage. Doesn't even matter. He's got a Time Walk, has the Shard available. Trickster's Cloak as well. The only play from Atlantis at the moment is just trying to split push around the map with the Terrorblade. Just sending illusions out. Trying to keep the side lanes pushed. But they just have the 1 Rax remaining. And items, XP, it's all going the way of Neon. They have the Octarine Call now on Earthshaker, so reduced cooldowns on those spells. Fissure now only 9.8 seconds. Additional fissure damage and aftershock damage, so plenty of burst actually coming through from Playhard now as well. It's a refresher all on Enigma. Blink Dagger all ready. And going into the Octarine as well, so lower cooldowns. Got plenty of mana from that Lincoln Sphere. And this could just be it. Here comes the smoke. NeonEsports, they're looking to finish this out. WS, he's going to pop it. They're going to see him. They know they're in the trees. He is baiting. Up on the high ground, Enchantress will go. Trying to find him. The illusion is spawned, but the illusion is dead. There's your 2 lives, and there's the Chrono. Aeon Disc will proc, but I don't think it can help you live that much longer. The damage will still be there, and they're hunting more. So much good that Aeon Disc... Aeon Disc, it saved you for 3 seconds, but, you know, Chrono lasts for 5. And with an LSA following up behind, the Void just leaves the work to be done to the Lina, and that's 2 dead. I find it very hard to find a way they can defend here. Mango Rose, he needs to do something remarkable. Kick back in on the Void, lift up, stun. Do they have enough? There's the Black Hole, but there's the first pop. They haven't got a second way to pop it, and that's just it. Refresher, secondary Black Hole on the backline. They catch the Terrorblade and the Rubik. Rubik fires back. Punch back into the base, but Fortune Soul, he's not even dying. He's stunned up. May just end up going down. He is dead, has a buyback, but I think that's GG. They're all dead. No buybacks. Venge will be spawning. GG. Atlantis, after a valiant effort, will be eliminated from these qualifiers, and NeonEsports will progress.